The starting lineup for the Cats. We're ready to jump it up at the center circle. And it is the Wildcats wearing their home white trimmed in cardinal and navy, getting the party started. BYU colors are blue and white. They're wearing their road black trimmed in blue. Skylar Jones giving it up, getting it back to Brea Cunningham. Mylene Rolfe also back from injury, flashing. Skylar attacking, that'll work.
Well, you know what? That's a really good sign, because every game that Arizona has scored first, they've won that game. And so good job, Skylar Jones, showing you can continue that aggressiveness.
Taking a look at the BYU starting five: Amari Whiting, Delaney Gibb, Cambry Barber, Kimry Congdon, and Emma Calvert.
Yeah, I know they would like that pass back.
Arizona starting five: Jada Williams, hello again, back after missing just her second game this season. Skylar Jones, Mylene Rolfe, Brea Cunningham, and Isis Bay. And right at the rim, Cunningham couldn't connect, a rare miss for her. And out ahead of the back, it's a fast break basket by Delaney Gibb. And boy, Arizona does not want Gibb to get going.
Delaney Gibb, 8-time Big 12 Frosh of the Year. I think she might have that locked up if they ask for my vote. She's a really good player.
Reigning freshman of the week, a big part of the reason why BYU was able to upset then-ranked Oklahoma State. Mylene Rolfe doesn't get the roll. Battle for the rebound, won by Skylar Jones. Up and in. She's quickly got four, Jones.
Yeah, I like that drive, though, by Rolfe, but I like the finish there by Skylar Jones.
Delaney Gibb is a threat from the outside as well. 7th in the Big 12 when it comes to hitting threes. She averages nearly 3 three-point makes a game.
She's become a 3-level scorer. I know she scored the first basket. They'd love to see her get it again.
With the shot clock winding down, Congdon blows the bunny, and here comes Arizona. And that is an easy whistle to blow against Cambry Barber.
Yeah, the freshman a little bit too aggressive there. And she's coming on, though. Cambry's had some good games. She was actually also a Big 12 Frosh of the Week earlier this month on February 3rd.
So it'll be ball out of bounds on the side for Arizona. The freshman Mylene Rolfe inbounding. The product out of Robdorf, Germany, back from concussion protocol. And she's such a glue person, Joan. Cats really need her.
They do need her. They do need her to step up. And unfortunate miss again for Brea Cunningham.
Whiting with the show and go, and it didn't matter because Cunningham knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, Cunningham had her best game of the season last time against BYU. That was a nice block. You know, she does such a good job of blocking shots. She did throw that one a little bit, but she does a good job of no foul.
A career-high 21 points and 15 rebounds for Cunningham the last time these two teams got together in December. It was the first Big 12 matchup for both teams on the season. And Coach Amber Whiting telling us that her Cougars had some nerves because it was all new. She's got some freshmen.
Well, particularly in that game was early before. Another turnover here by Arizona. That was just before Christmas, which is always a scary game. And nice shot by Whiting. And by the way, if you notice the same name, her mom is the head coach.
Coach's kid, Isis Bay, loses it off her feet. Very sloppy play by Arizona early. Whiting has this step-through thing down.
That was a really nice basket and an unfortunate turnover for Arizona.
So BYU with the lead, 6-4. 6.5 to go here in the first quarter of play. Skylar Jones getting it back to Brea Cunningham. Jada Williams flashing, doesn't get the rock. Mylene Rolfe spinning, leaves it short. Her timing might be a little off today, Joan.
It might be off. Yeah, Jade is fortunate she didn't get hurt there, and you know, that was not intentional. But I'll tell you, BYU has improved since we saw them. You know, they played early. Arizona played them early. But they've improved. They have a young team. Arizona has a young team. But BYU is starting 2 freshmen.
Arizona with the youngest team in the Big 12. Nice block by Isis Bay. Calvert denied at the rim.
Yeah, we saw Jada Williams come out along with Mylene Rolfe.
So Paulina Paris is on the floor along with Lauren Swan. Bay attacking. Ball goes out of bounds. And a whistle blows.
So check out this block by Isis Bay. Good job. Just has her hands up. And here's a foul. Yeah, they said it looked like ball, but called a foul, and Isis Bay at the free throw line.
So Emma Calvert picks up her first personal foul, sending Isis Bay to the free throw line, where she shoots 82% this season. Paulina Paris and Lauren Swan have also checked in for the Cats.
So Arizona has 2 freshmen on the floor also, with Swan and Nezhevich.
Katarina Nezevich getting a lot of action against TCU. Adia Barnes telling us that her practices have been great. She needs her size and shooting ability on the floor.
Well, you know what? We're not going to miss Adia Barnes in that jacket on the sideline.
No, we are not. If there is an imaginary Best Dressed award, it should go to Coach Barnes every single game.
I don't know if we shop at the same stores.
I don't think she shops. I think things are sent to her.
That's another turnover.
Adia Barnes in her 9th season at the helm here in Arizona. The program's all-time leading scorer back at her alma mater, trying to get Arizona to the NCAA tournament for a 5th straight season. Lauren Swan, corner 3 is good.
And that is a really good sign for Arizona. And Nezhevich set her up really well. Nice pass to the corner, and Swan, boy, that freshman can shoot the ball.
She's a 2-time Big 12 Freshman of the Week award winner. Whiting off the bounce. Nice cut to the basket, and then another smoke show right at the rim, this time by Brinley Cannon. Paulina Paris almost ran out of real estate. Nice job by Bay to bail her out. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Arizona with the ball and the lead. Skylar Jones looking to the bench for the play call. And Katarina Nezevich, just a little too much mustard on that pass. And with that, we will take a timeout. Lauren Swan, postseason opportunity, no matter what the record is for the Cougars. She said, yes, it's a great opportunity to grow the program. Out of the timeout, a steal. And Paulina Paris couldn't finish at the rim.
Another turnover for BYU, and unfortunately, Arizona couldn't capitalize on it.
Calvert runs right into the defense. Gibb brings it back out, back to Calvert for 3, and that rattles out. That ball did everything but fall.
Yeah, you can see Calvert has no hesitation as a big post player attempting that 3-point shot.
Lauren Swan looking for somebody to pass to. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. Point of emphasis for Adia Barnes. Keep the offense moving like they did against TCU. Shot clock getting low. Jada Williams connects.
Has a big basket and a confidence boost. Sat out the last game, resting her foot, and it's nice to see her back in action.
The co-captain, the straw that stirs the drink, and the toughness muscle for this Wildcats team. Calvert off the bounce, little scoop shot, wouldn't fall. Battle for the rebound, and the ball goes out of bounds, will belong to Arizona.
Yeah, you can see her using that screen here from her buddy Brea Cunningham and lighting it up, and that's a good sign too. Yeah, I don't know how this basket didn't go in for Calvert, but I like the fact, I mean, she doesn't hesitate stepping out there and hitting that.
Lauren Swan can't connect from long distance. Another opportunity for BYU to cut into this 6-point Arizona advantage. Brea Cunningham just pokes that ball out of bounds. She had great defensive possession on Calvert.
Yes, she did. I was surprised that Gibb tried to get it in there over the top, and that was good help there actually from Paulina Paris too.
Delaney Gibb kicking it back out. Calvert swings it over to Congdon. Too strong, and Lauren Swan tracks down the rebound. Looking for teammates wearing white. Arizona looking to put the brakes on a 2-game slide. The Cats come in 10 up and 5 down here at home. Lauren Swan calling for it in the corner. Nobody saw her, doesn't matter. Cunningham at the cup.
Hey, that's a confidence boost for Brea Cunningham. She needed to get some scoring.
Gibb off the bounce, leaves it short. Cunningham corrals the rebound and then throws it away. Gibb for 3. Too strong, and Cunningham is there again. Remember, a career-high 15 rips for Brea buckets the last time these two teams got together in December.
Well, she's looking to get some rebounds. She only has 2, but it seems like more.
Lauren Swan, and that ball goes out of bounds. This building would have exploded if Swan could have hit that 3.
A good pass there from the top, and a good rebound. I mean, good way to use the backboard for Cunningham.
New player checking in for BYU, Kendra Gillespie, the senior forward from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, number 35. Williams will take a seat. 5 on the floor for the Cats. Swan, Jones, Paris, Cunningham, and Nejevic.
They're working on their defense again. Good defense by Cunningham, forces that turnover.
Arizona loves to force turnovers. They love to steal the basketball. Better than 10 steals a game this Wildcats team averages. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Swan off the bounce. In traffic, bouncing to Cunningham. That'll work.
Hey, Cunningham, good hands. And now I believe we have a 10-0 run, actually 12-0 run for Arizona.
Largest lead of the day for the Wildcats, up by 10. Whiting earns a trip to the free throw line as Swan takes a hard spill into the basketball standard.
Yeah, I think she got the wind knocked out of her. She might be a little sore tomorrow from that. Yeah, she went in, and you sort of see it right on the edge there. Yeah, they're probably smart to take her out and let her get a rest and catch her breath.
So Whiting will step to the free throw line where she shoots just 60% on the season. She misses the first one. You got to think that's a topic at dinner. You know?
That's her mom's a coach,
right?
And she said she doesn't call her mom during practice. It's either coach or Coach Whiting. But you know, I have a daughter, but I never did coach my daughter. But it must be different.
Oh yeah, it's got to be. But it also has to be really cool.
It really.
Yeah.
And actually, Coach Whiting, she has a son who plays at UNLV.
Yep. A minute to go here in the first quarter. Arizona in control, up 16-7. Biggest lead for the Cats has been 10. It's a little 12-1 run for Adia Barnes's group. Nejevic with the shot clock running low. Montea Dew's got to turn the corner. She recognizes, tries to get it up, and is denied. Good defense by the Cougs.
That was good defense by the Cougs.
Whiting, boy, she loves that step through, man. That is the 3rd time we've seen it here in the first quarter.
Arizona's dominating the defensive glass and not allowing BYU to get a second opportunity.
BYU also unable to shoot 3 so far today at the clip they normally like to hit them at as Paulina Paris dives into the front row. Ball squirts out of bounds, and it will belong to BYU.
I like the effort there by both Paulina Paris and Katarina Nezevic. Just couldn't get you know, solidify that ball and get another shot opportunity.
Lauren Davenport will take a seat for BYU. Back in the game, Delaney Gibb. And Jada Williams also checking back in for Arizona. I asked Delaney, who's watching at home tonight? She said, Mom and Dad, Alan and Tanya. How you guys doing? So glad you're tuned in to Big 12 women's basketball. She was very excited to give her parents praise for helping her along her basketball journey. Her mom and a sister moved to Provo, Utah her freshman year of high school so that she would have a better opportunity to get recognized in the sport, make some hay with the Canadian national team, as well as get a full ride offer from a university.
Well, she's from a very small town, Raymond, Alberta, Canada, and she said it's little bitty. But, you know, it says a lot about her parents and her commitment. And they saw something special, and she's delivered.
Shot clock is off. Another turnover by BYU, giving Arizona an opportunity to close out this quarter with a score. Ball is kicked by Jada Williams, and it will belong to BYU. So plenty of time for the Cougars to cut into this Arizona lead.
Hey, good hands there by the Cougs. You don't see Jada Williams turn the ball over like that too often.
Delaney Gibb just skips with that basketball in her hand. Shot clock getting low, and it is a shot clock violation to end the quarter as Arizona flexes on defense and finishes the first quarter. Is 10 in that first quarter. It will be BYU with the basketball to start quarter number 2. Jada Williams just living in Amari Whiting's hip pocket.
And Skylar Jones has the assignment with Gibb.
Good job by Dew to get the rebound, but she couldn't control it. It goes out of bounds and will stay with the Cougars.
And the Cougars haven't scored a field goal in over 7 minutes.
That defense from Arizona has been locked in. That's exactly what Adia Barnes was hoping for at shoot-around today. She said it was critical to keep the Cougars off the three-point line and in a turnover fest, and so far that has played out for the Wildcats defense. Jada Williams waiting for a screen. It comes from Dew. Skylar Jones taking the ball, and Arizona will reset. Shot clock getting low. Jones somehow wiggles her way through traffic. Woo!
Yeah, she went through that Tucson traffic like it was nothing.
Calvert doesn't get the roll, and Rolfe is there for the weak side rebound. She's pushing pace for Arizona. Paulina Paris off the bench for the Cats. And Jada Williams is whistled for steps.
Hey, check out Skylar Jones. Look at that crossover. I'm going through Tucson traffic.
And that's where Skylar is so dangerous. If you give her a sliver of daylight, she will make you pay, Joan. How does she do it?
Well, you can't teach quickness. And
That part.
two things you can't teach is height and quickness, and she has the quickness. She has good size, too. And I think the other thing that's grown on her in the past few weeks is her self-confidence.
Yes. Delaney Gibb leaving it. Oh, that was a nice pass. Good finish by Gillespie.
Yeah, they needed a basket. Nice finish by the senior, Gillespie.
Paulina Paris running the point. Jada Williams has taken a seat. Brea Cunningham at the scorer's table looking to check in. Gibb trying to knock it away from Jones. Rolfe gets control. Back to Skylar Jones. She's got the freshman Gibb on her. Leaving it for Isis Bay, who gets the roll.
Good pass there by Skylar Jones, and Isis Bay now in the scorebook.
Sharing is caring. Largest lead of the day for Arizona, double digits, 11. Gibb trying to shake Skylar Jones and has the ball poked away. Paulina Paris has one to beat. Barber is there.
I can't believe she missed that. She's been so good driving to the basket.
Whiting kicking it over. 3 on the way. That missed everything. Ball squirts out of bounds and will belong to Arizona.
Yeah, really good look and pass there by Skylar Jones. Yeah, and traffic again. And Isis Bay getting 2 points.
This is an Arizona team that's coming off a season-high 12 made three-point shots against TCU. Skylar Jones earns a trip to the free throw line. Delaney Gibb wants an explanation from the official.
Skylar Jones is adding this piece of her game we haven't seen before, and she's posting up like she's a post player. And she's doing a good job now. She missed the basket here, but it's on the free throw line. And her coaches have been working on this and telling her, we need you to do this. She showed this aspect of her game, and there's another free throw on Sunday versus TCU. And I think she realized, hey, I like banging down there. And she's pretty effective.
Skylar doesn't get the roll, so she splits a pair. She's averaging a career-high 10 points a game. Nice fast break basket by BYU as Cannon connects at the rim.
That was a really nice transition basket by BYU. You know, Arizona needs to do a better job getting back.
Arizona leading this quarter 5-4 after winning the first quarter 16-7. Cunningham in the paint gets the roll.
I don't know how she made that basket because that was pretty tough.
And Amber Whiting needs time. Brea Cunningham had a career-high 21 points again today, and the defense on the three-point line has been stout.
Very good, a really good defense. And they've had some open looks. Calvert had one we thought was going to go down. Here's another steal.
Nejevic in the passing lane, can't finish.
Oh, she would love to have that one back because that was a great steal. But yeah, Arizona's done a really nice job defensively.
I cannot believe Cannon wasn't looking to shoot. She had a wide open shot and wanted to pass it up. That ball sails out of bounds. Another turnover against BYU. The frenetic action of this Arizona defense disruptive early, Joan.
Very disruptive, and I don't know, like BYU's a good team. They had a huge win. You know, prior to this game, they beat
knocked Oklahoma State out of the top 25.
Absolutely, and you know, so much, you know, basketball is a game of runs, so there's a lot of game to be played here right now and for the rest of this game. But right now, Arizona, it looks pretty good. And
let him know, Brea, let him know. What a tough shot.
That was a tough shot and used the glass, and she's feeling it a little bit right now.
She's quickly got 8. The lead at 25-11. That 14 points, the biggest margin for Arizona today. Off the bounce, Gibb meets a double team, has her shot blocker, pass tipped, pick your poison. That ball is poked out of bounds with 7 seconds on the shot clock. It will stay with BYU. Quickly, Emma Calvert off the bench.
I do not know how Brea Cunningham made it. And they could have called a foul there, too.
They could have called 2.
Yeah. And then check out this block there. She does such a good job without slapping the basketball. And no foul. And now 6 seconds to shoot it.
Whiting recognizes, fires, and kisses it off the glass.
Yeah, Whiting's the leading scorer right now for BYU. And that was a tough shot.
Whiting with 7. Back in December, it was Delaney Gibb, the only scorer in double figures for BYU, as they almost beat Arizona, and Nejevic with the 3.
Yeah, she's getting better every time she plays. I'm just happy for her because she's a good player, and I knew the opportunity would come. And that's the thing about a player, you don't know, particularly a freshman. You just got to be smart when your opportunity is there and use it.
Calvert with the midi off the mark. Good rebound by Nejevic. Nejevic has tripled her 10th of the season. Boy, if she can die a long distance, Joan, that's a good sign for the Cats.
Well, she's a talented player.
Ball goes out of bounds. Paris wanted a foul, didn't get it.
Yeah, this is a nice shot. No hesitation there by the freshman Nejevic. And really good look.
Katarina Hills from Belgrade, Serbia, just a freshman. She didn't play against BYU the last time these two teams met. So a fresh face that the Cougars have to deal with. the lead 28-13.
And Arizona right now is 3 freshmen on the floor. That's why they're young, but their freshmen are growing up here very quickly.
Shot clock getting very low. Whiting recognizes, kicks it out. Got to get it up. And that is not in time. That is a shot clock violation as BYU gets disrupted and looks disorganized.
That's a 10th turnover for BYU. Great defense there by the Wildcats.
And at this point, we have to credit all of the Fannies in the stands. Playing here at Arizona is a whole different ball game for visiting teams. They have set a season ticket record for season ticket sales this season, more than 6,000 and counting at the door. And here in Tucson, these fans understand the assignment. They know they are part of the Wildcats' success.
So there's no question they're a part. And that's a foul on Whiting. She was all over Paulina Paris. Yeah, neither team has been in foul trouble at all. You know, Arizona, this is unusual. Arizona doesn't have any fouls, and we've played over 6 minutes in the second quarter.
We do have officials working. Crew Chief Brian Hall, Yara Cruz, and Chuck Gonzalez on hand today. And it'll be Nesevitz inbounding from the sideline. Lauren Swan back on the floor. The Freshie sensation is just a 3-ball waiting to happen. Skylar Jones averaging a career-high 10 points a game, gives it up to Paris. Shot clock winding down. Paris off the bounce, up and in.
I think she likes driving better left than right. And that was a nice shot inside for Paulina Paris, and a nice shot there by Calvert underneath Isis Bay.
Arizona winning this quarter 14-8 as it has hit its last 3 field goal tries in a row. And this time Delaney Gibb will pick up the foul on a reach.
Yeah, look at this. Good ball fakes there and hesitation, and then with the left hand off the glass, and then same thing at the other end using the glass. Calvert, much needed basket.
So Delaney Gibb has 2 fouls and only 2 points. The Arizona Wildcats have held the leading scorer for BYU in check to this juncture. 3 minutes to go, second quarter. Swan gives it up to Paris. Got to get it up.
Oh, that's a big miss.
Nice tip out, but the shot clock expired, and Isis Bay is in the row of cheerleaders getting helped up by teammate Swan.
Hey, she's tough too. She's having such a good year.
Yeah, the cheerleaders wanted none of that smoke. They just got out of her way as she came tumbling.
They should get out of her way.
Under 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Dominating first half by Arizona. Gibb gets it to Calvert. Little scoop shot rolls out.
Good defense there by Isis Bay.
Lauren Swan looking back to the bench for the offensive set. Arizona has made 11 NCAA tournament trips, including the last 4 in a row. Isis Bay off the bounce. That is pretty.
You know, it's interesting. Arizona, and that was a nice basket by Bay, but they're attacking the inside defense of BYU. And I'm not going to say they don't respect them, but they're attacking them. Yeah, you could see Isis, good dribble here, and left hand using the glass, and big lead, 17-point lead here for the Wildcats.
Largest of the day, and the paint points are advantage Arizona 20-14 with 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
We'll see if BYU can cut this lead down.
The way they shoot the 3, they can.
Another turnover here for the Cougars.
And that is now 12 turnovers. Skylar Jones smokes it. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will belong to BYU.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness there by Skylar. It's just a tough angle to come in to try to score.
BYU averages about 16 turnovers a game. They're almost at that mark here in the first half of play with 12.
Well, when you look at their statistics in games they've won, they've been under 14 turnovers. In games they've lost. A really nice shot there by Congdon. Yes, really nice shot. But games they've lost been over 19 turnovers.
So that was BYU's first 3 of the night. They are now 1 for 5. They hit 8 triples as they were trying to hang with Arizona up in Provo back in December. Under a minute to go here in the second quarter. Harris getting it to Isis Bay. 3 on the way is wet.
Well, that's a confidence thing. I mean, she feels good. Scoring inside, scoring outside. 3-point line. Arizona's playing well. Shooting over 50%.
Nearly 60% from 3 is Arizona here in this first half. Under a minute to go. Ball skips away. Paulina Paris is all alone. Nice chase by Whiting. Terrific chase down because she made Paris think.
She did make Paris think, and I can tell you what Coach Whiting's going to be talking about at halftime.
Something about ball security?
Absolutely.
Shot clock is off. Game clock down to 3 seconds. Whiting skipping it over. 3 on the way, and that is good to beat the buzzer. Cannon connects. And that is how into 21 coming out of the locker room. Looking to sweep BYU in their regular season series. Cunningham leaves it short. The defense from Calvert, stout.
That was good defense. Good, great pass by Jada Williams, and couldn't finish for Cunningham.
Off the bounce at the rim. Nice move by Barber.
That was a really nice move. Isis Bay went for the steal, and Barber just took it to the basket.
5 on the floor for Arizona. Williams, Jones, Rolfe, Cunningham, and Bay. For BYU, it's Whiting, Gibb, Barber, Congdon, and Calvert. Jump ball is called, and the possession arrow is pointing at the Cougars.
Let's see, nice. It's first nice block, and they call a jump ball, and it's BYU ball. The players had to figure that out. They didn't know, hey, we're going the other end.
BYU thought they had it underneath their old basket, but we changed sides for the second half. So Gibb will bring it up. She wants to hoop for Team Canada in the Olympics in 2028 in Los Angeles. Bucket at the rim wouldn't fall for Kemry Congdon. Kind of surprised to see her at the rim since
I was
the second most threes on the team besides Gibb. Plenty of time on the shot clock for BYU. Calvert for the midi. Too strong. Battle for the rebound. Good box out. Excellent job by Barber. Mid-range game. Kemry rims it out, and Cunningham hauls it in.
Yeah, that was the first time I remember really BYU getting a second opportunity to try to score.
BYU trying to win back-to-back games for the first time since early February on the 1st and the 5th. Cunningham looking to get into double figures. That'll work.
Wow, great move around the basket for Cunningham, going left and finishing right.
Listen, she had a career-high 21 points against the Cougars in Provo in December. There is something about this team that just turns her motor up.
Well, whatever it is, she had a nice block there again, and Arizona gets the ball back. Yeah, that was a clean block on Gibb. And look at this basket, going left, coming back right, off the window.
Through a triple team jump.
Yeah, well, she's got some confidence going on.
So she is the first player in the game into double figures is Cunningham. Rolfe gets it to Isis Bay. Co-captain gives it to her fellow co-captain, Jada Williams. Shot clock getting low. Williams recognizes and misses everything. And here come the Cougars trying to cut into this lead by Arizona. Offensive foul is whistled against Barber.
Yeah, look at, and she's there, and she really, I don't know if she's going to get an Oscar for that, but she gets down. She's in position. That's Jada Williams loving taking charge. She loves it.
Jada Williams is the Arizona toughness muscle. She has the ball taken away by Amari Whiting there. Nice pass. Woo, sharing is caring, but then Whiting smokes the lay-in.
Yeah, foul. I don't know if they're going to call that on the shot. That was a great pass. Unfortunate miss for the Cougars. And they're taking it out on, yep, let's take a look here. Yeah, definitely miss.
So they
get a foul over the back. I think that was on Rolfe.
It was on Rolfe. And so ball out of bounds underneath for the Cougars. Under 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. That's trouble. Her name is Gibb, and she is the highest volume three-point shooter for this Cougar team. And the Wildcats cannot afford to let her start to cook.
Well, there is a switch there. Actually, that was Brea Cunningham guarding her out there.
Delaney Gibb with her first made three on the night. Williams trying to answer short. And here come the Cougars trying to build some offensive momentum. Whiting attacking. Doesn't get the lay-in to go, but earns a trip to the free throw line as Skylar Jones swiped.
Yeah, that was definitely a foul. And BYU is dangerous, particularly in transition. That's where they've scored the majority of their points tonight. And Arizona's made a change and brought in Paulina Paris for Jada Williams.
So Jada Williams takes a seat. And it will be Whiting at the free throw line, just 60%. There's not much that she doesn't do for this Cougars team, Joan. She leads them in assists and steals.
Yeah, right now, BYU is leading this quarter 5-2 and 6-2.
So I don't know what Amber Whiting said in the halftime locker room, but it was a message that was received. A different looking BYU team here in this third quarter.
More aggressive, better defensively, and not just aggressively defensively, aggressive offensively too.
Brea Cunningham bouncing to Skylar Jones, who has the ball poked away. She was held. No call, and Gibbs not going to miss from there. 5 quick points for Delaney Gibb, and just like that, here come the Cougars.
Yeah, it's a 10-point game, and good timeout here by Arizona. 6-0 run.
Passion and purpose, and also with joy. We have seen that here in quarter number 3.
Well, they're playing with some joy right now. They look good.
Arizona basketball out of the timeout. We'll see what Coach Adia Barnes has drawn up. Paulina Paris try to shake a defender. Lauren Swan calling for the basketball, wide open in the corner, and nobody sees her. Inside to Cunningham, working on Calvert, leaves it short. Ball is poked out of bounds, and it will belong to Arizona.
Yeah, good defense there by the Cougars, forcing a tough shot for Cunningham, and Arizona needs to execute better. I don't know if they want to take a look.
Paulina Paris to Isis Bay at the elbow. She leaves it short. Back.
Yeah, that was a good rebound there by Skylar. Open jumper for Brea, just missed it, but Arizona hasn't scored here in over 2.5, and good block and clean block now with 5 seconds to score underneath the basket for Arizona.
Lauren Davenport coming away with the swat.
Yeah, that was clean.
Lauren Swan for 3. The hoop wouldn't have it.
That was a good look by Lauren, and where BYU has caused the most problems and is in transition. But Arizona needs to put some points on the board. They only have 2 points this quarter in over 5 minutes.
It's a scoring drought of better than 3 minutes for Arizona. Cunningham gets it out to Paris. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Skylar Jones bouncing inside to Cunningham. Paris for 3. Battle for the rebound. Isis Bay pokes it out of bounds, and it will belong to BYU.
Yeah, these are good shots by Arizona. They're just not going down, and BYU's defending very well and not allowing offensive rebounds here for the Wildcats.
Cougars boxing out beautifully here in this third quarter. Gibb missed everything. Cunningham will come through with the easiest rebound she'll have tonight. Cunningham joining the offensive set. The lead that was once 19 is down to 10 for Arizona. Offense has been tough to come by for the Cats in the third. Paulina Paris off the bounce, checking the shot clock. Bouncing inside to Isis Bay, who wanted to get it to Cunningham, and a whistle blows, and Whiting can't believe it. She got into that passing lane.
I think that call was on Cunningham, and ball going the other way. That's Brea Cunningham's first foul. And BYU has done a good job. Arizona's missed their last 7 shots. They've also had 3 turnovers in a little over 4 minutes.
So a lineup shuffle again as Swan and Paris and Cunningham take a seat. So the 5 on the floor: Nežević, Rolfe, Williams, Jones, and Bay. Full court pressure now from Arizona. Rolfe almost came up with the steal, pokes it away, and gets that basketball.
Hey, Rolfe, you know, they missed her the last game. Just her hustle and toughness.
Nežević collide. Everybody seems to be okay. Rolfe, jump ball is the call. Possession arrow pointing at Arizona. I tell you what, the ferocity that the Cougars are reaching for the basketball with is impressive.
Well, she showed the ball, and tell you, Cougars are playing some good defense right now. It's completely different than the first half.
Skylar Jones trying to break free. Rolfe, the triple try. Too strong. Twice we've seen balls go down and then pop back out for Arizona.
Yeah, those were falling in the first half and just struggled right now.
Albert just missing point blank. Rare for her. Another opportunity for Arizona. Nežević picks up her dribble. Isis Bay is there. Bay taking Calvert down low and earns a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, right now, whatever way you can get some points for the Wildcats, they need it. They needed someone to step up and go to the basket, because all their shots, and not that they're bad, but they've missed those 3-point jumpers.
The beautiful offense for Arizona that put up 21 points in the second quarter has gone missing and is on a milk carton here in the third. They have only scored 2 points. Isis Bay looking to add to that total at the stripe. The super senior averages 82% at the free throw line this season. She gets the first to go.
And no one's back for defense for Arizona. I think Williams is dropping back a little bit now.
Brea Cunningham back at the scorer's table to check in, as Bay will take a seat and gets a round of applause from the Tucson faithful for putting something on the board offensively. Pressured defense coming from the Cats.
Yeah, Jada right in front of us had a trap and she reached. And that's the 3rd foul for Arizona and the first for Jada this game. Yeah, you can see she reached, and definitely a foul there.
That was the perfect person to trap, though, because Gillespie looked like she was in a little bit of a panic with that basketball in her hand.
She was.
2.5 minutes to go here in the third. Jada Williams on the deck trying to come up with the loose ball. Doesn't. Gets right back down in that defensive stance. Give. Kicking it over. Camry buries the triple.
Camry is a very good shooter. Camry Congdon.
Yes.
Yes, she got married. That's her name. Now she got married in August.
Congratulations, but it messes me up because I want to say Martine. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The three balls are falling for BYU, and the lead that was once 19 is down to 9. And another turnover by BYU. And now what? The clock wouldn't reset. Chuck Gonzalez says it's not Arizona basketball.
It was a change of possession, or a jump. If it's a jump ball, it goes to BYU. I thought it was a change of possession.
It was a definite change of possession. Paulina Paris will check back in as we have a trip to the monitor by crew chief Brian Hall.
The officials are checking this, but in my opinion, what we saw, it was a change of possession. She picked up the ball, so
yes,
let's see.
Here it is.
So there's a good hands there by Barber, and there's a little scrum, and she's got it, and then she kicks it ahead.
Yes, and then Rolfe comes up with it.
Yeah, so that should be a change of possession, in my opinion. Now, yes, it is, because there's 28 seconds on the clock.
Joan, we're going to put a whistle around your neck one of these days. Just you wait.
Well, I think I've been to an awful lot of games, and I know what's correct.
Jada Williams doesn't get the floater to fall, and the rebound winds up with the Cougars. Congdon puts it on the deck. Gillespie looking for someone to pass to. Nice bounce pass. Nice. And Whiting connects at the rack.
What a backdoor. That was pretty by Whiting. And Arizona needs to score. Here they had a huge lead. It's a 7-point lead now. But they just need to put some points up and get some confidence.
A minute to go here in the third quarter of play. Arizona held to just 4 points. Make it 6. I know that felt good for Williams.
It did feel good. They needed to score.
3 on the way. Short. Battle for the rebound won by Gillespie, who has the ball taken away by Williams.
Williams is such a tough kid.
The bounce pass. Nezhevic too strong. Williams gets it back. Cat puts it on the deck. Reverse scoop won't fall. Nice move, though.
Good try by the freshman.
Whiting. Whiting waits for contact. And an and one is the call.
You know, it looked like Jada Williams was there, but obviously, and he was emphatic, called that block. Nice basket there. Well, this was the first one we saw earlier on the back door.
So Jada Williams has now picked up her personal foul number 2.
And that was a nice basket. Really nice by Whiting. You know, and whatever, this is how I feel about officials. If you're going to call something, whatever you call, right or wrong, hopefully right most of the time, call it emphatically and believe in it and own it. You know, and he did. So, got to give it to the official. She was moving a little bit, but she looked in position. And that's the call, and there we go. And BYU is playing really well right now, down 7.
And Whiting unable to connect at the free throw line. So Arizona with an opportunity. Shot clock and game clock almost identical. Inside to Cunningham. Skip over to Swan. Swan trying to shake her defender and is denied. Good defense by the Cougars. Whiting on the run. Little hesitation. Kick over to the corner. 3 on the way. No. And there's plenty of time for Arizona here. 9 seconds. Shot clock is off. Lauren Swan looking for teammates wearing white. Isis Bay for 3. Missed everything. And that is how the quarter will end. A once 19-point lead for Arizona to to start the final 10 minutes here in Tucson.
These first 2 minutes for both teams are really critical.
Why?
Well, as to who's going to dominate. And there it is, right. Oh, a nice rebound there and put back. How this game is going to go, and right now it looks like BYU is just smart. They went for that offensive rebound and knocked it down.
So Calvert now has 4 points. The last time these two teams met, Delaney Gibb was the only player for BYU in double figures as Jada Williams hits a ginormous three-point shot.
And there was a violation on the baseline. And now Arizona gets the ball back, and this was a big three. And Arizona had other opportunities in the third quarter for threes, but finally knocked one down, Jada Williams, and that was only the second, well, the first three since the second half.
So Cunningham gets the basketball, plenty of time on the shot clock, trying to get it to Jada Williams, and Whiting is all over her. Skylar Jones off the bounce, loses the basketball. It winds up with Jada Williams. Lauren Swan is all alone in the corner, calling for the basketball, and nobody sees her. Shot clock getting into single digits. Isis Bay doesn't even look towards Swan. Skylar, what a reverse! Oh my goodness!
Showing the athleticism of Skylar Jones.
Skylar Jones has 9. That was fine. And then another turnover by BYU. Battle for the basketball. And a foul is called. Not a jump ball.
I think that foul was on Brea Cunningham.
It is. When there was an opportunity to call a jump ball, it was not taken. And now a personal foul is whistled against Cunningham.
Yeah, I thought they were going to call that jump ball a little bit earlier. They didn't. So let's take a look here.
This time, and you know what, the basketball gods are paying attention because BYU got whistled for an offensive foul that I really didn't think was an offensive foul. And now possession of the basketball turns back over to Arizona. Kemry is not one to just bowl people over, but she picks up the personal.
No, that's not her game.
No. So Jada Williams handling the pressure. Adia Barnes saying, let's get into our set. The lead back to double figures, and a whistle blows against Delaney Gibb.
That was a good read there by Isis Bay to continue that dribble. And yeah, let's take a look at this pass. Nice pass here by Isis Bay, but my goodness, Skylar Jones, that might be one you want to put in the highlight reel.
Yeah, to start the highlight reel with. Lauren Swan connects from Lorraine.
Hey, she just said, I've been waiting for someone to pass me the ball.
I'm telling you, she has been jumping up and down, sending up flares. She's been so wide open. Whiting has the ball stripped away by Isis Bay, as Bay gives Whiting a little bit of her own medicine. Skylar Jones, dribble drive, doesn't get the roll. Good rebound. Boy, I really like Barber's game. She is a glue person, does all the little things right.
She is a very good player and only a freshman.
Gibb, giving it up. Calvert, triple, misses everything. And they are gonna get Barber for going over the back of Skylar Jones, who has to readjust her braids. She almost lost him.
Hey, there's Swan saying, just give me the ball. I'm a three-point shooter.
I'm telling you, if Lauren Swan could buy a neon sign and light it up above her head, she would. So the 8-0 run by Arizona, as the Wildcats have seen some shots finally fall after that dismal third quarter where they only put up 6. They've already outscored themselves here in the third quarter, or fourth quarter rather, with 8.
Playing much more confident, more aggressive. They're moving the ball better too.
I thought we had a Monstars situation that somebody body snatched them there for the third quarter. Didn't look like Arizona basketball at all. After the turnover, BYU will go back to work on the offensive end.
Yeah, unfortunate turnover by the Wildcats. And BYU hasn't scored for over 2.5 minutes.
Skylar Jones.
And there it is.
Gibb found a little daylight. You just cannot let her turn the corner.
She's a very good player, the freshman. Her goal is to be on the Olympic team for Canada.
She'll get there. She'll get there. Her favorite player in the WNBA is another Canadian, Bridget Carleton. At the elbow, Mylene Rolfe, too strong. O-board by Cunningham, kicks it out to Swan. Swan, the midi jumper, no. Ball sails out of bounds, and it belongs to BYU. I think Swan was just too close to the basket.
I know.
That's why that shot.
She needs a line for her to be behind, and she likes the threes better than twos.
So the lead is 11. Gibb, too strong from 3. Battle for the loose ball. It goes out of bounds and will go to Arizona.
And Isis Bay coming back in for Brea Cunningham. Isis Bay has had some really nice passes. Just, she's heady.
Yes. To your point, she's playing the best basketball of her collegiate career. And why do you think that is, Joan?
Well, she's more fit. I mean, she lost a bunch of weight, but you know what? It's focus. You know, she knows her last opportunity to play, and it means a lot. And she loves to play. She likes her teammates a lot. She likes being at Arizona. And you want to do it your best. You know, it means more if you know it's going to be over.
Mylene Rolfe doesn't get the roll, but earns a trip to the free throw line. And to that end, Joan, next week against Texas Tech, it will be the final home game on Tuesday, February 25th. And we will celebrate Aja Yoakum and Isis Bay.
Yeah, and it's different because it's midweek. It's a Tuesday night where it used to be on a weekend. So hopefully the fans get the message and come on out. And that will be the final home game for Arizona this year.
Mylene Rolfe gets that first free throw to go. She was scoreless against BYU the last time these two teams met. And now she's got a pair.
But she had a big rebound at the end of that game to help win, secure that win for the Wildcats in December.
A season low of 47 points by BYU was posted more than a week ago against TCU in a loss. As that shot attempt will earn a free throw opportunity. Whiting back to the line where she has made a living today. Whiting 2 for 5 from the stripe.
She's the leading scorer right now for the Cougars with 12.
Her effort and energy is awesome.
Oh, she has a high motor, and that's what you want. You want players with high motors, and a year ago, she had a fantastic freshman season. Her points are down a little bit this year, but she's still very effective.
But she's doing more. She's the assist leader. She leads in steals, and she gets the roll there. Under 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. More than 15,000 fans came out for the Arizona Wildcats' last 2 home games. As Swan is off the mark, rebound put back by Skylar Jones, and she'll earn a trip to the free throw line.
That was an excellent rebound put back, and she missed the basket. But look at her sky for this rebound, and she's in a bunch of Cougars and just gets it up there.
So Skylar Jones has 9 points and opportunity to hit double digits here at the free throw line. Mentioned that more than 15,000 came out for the last 2 home games. Tonight, 6,900 strong, 6,957 for the second to the last home game of the season for Arizona.
And that tells you, you know, Arizona fans.
They just get it, Joan.
They do, and they support and love the women's team here.
And a lot of that is thanks in large part to Adia Barnes. She is the Pied Piper for season ticket sales. Nice move by Calvert at the rim. That's why we talked about her at the beginning of the telecast, Joan. Another turnover by Arizona, an opportunity for BYU to cut into this double-digit lead with 5 minutes to go. Oh, Delaney off the bounce has to kick it out.
Another turnover there for Arizona against this momentum. Arizona has the lead, but this is going to be a fight to the finish here.
Cougars also have the basketball with 4:40 to go here in the fourth quarter.
And Delaney Gibb is starting to heat up along with Whiting. Their guards have done great.
That shot doesn't fall, and so Arizona has an opportunity to add to its lead. Arizona in a little bit of a scoring drought. No field goals for the last 3.5 minutes and counting. The pressure defense from the Cougars has been stout. Paulina Paris has to give the ball to Jada Williams. Shot clock winding down. The point guard recognizes. Isis Bay into Cunningham, who's got to get it up and doesn't get the roll.
Well, good defense again by the Cougars, and wide open underneath, and she missed it. Wide open underneath for Calvert.
That felt like a Christmas gift for Arizona because Calvert was all alone.
I'll tell you, BYU does a fantastic job in transition offense. I mean, they get the ball up, and here's their press again.
Skylar Jones bouncing beautifully to Jada Williams. That's how you break a press.
Yeah, that's how you really break a press. And here is the Cougars coming down. It's a 3-on-2.
Delaney Gibb doesn't pick up her dribble, brings it back out, and then lines up for three. Long rebound, winds up with the Cougars. Another triple try, this time Whiting, no. And Jada Williams comes out of the pack with the basketball, and Gibb picks up a ticky-tack foul.
Yeah, look at this pass here by Skylar Jones. Unselfish. That's how you win games. And that foul, and you're right, it was a ticky-tack foul. But it's the 5th foul on BYU, so every foul they have now, Arizona shoots 2 free throws.
And Arizona outshooting its average on the season from the stripe, better than 80% in this game. And guess who's number 2 in the Big 12 when it comes to free throw shooting? The woman on the line, Jada Williams.
And there she is.
87%. That is so comforting as a coach, Joan, when you know your point guard is going to go to the free throw line and give you points.
Yeah, Jada Williams, you never question that kid's heart and toughness.
So Jada Williams will take a seat. She leads the Cats with a dozen. There are 4 players for Arizona in double figures. There are 2 players in double figures for BYU, Whiting and Gibb. 3 minutes to go.
It's another foul, I believe, on Cunningham on a push. It's underneath. That's the 3rd foul.
I think that's going to be on Isis Bay.
Oh,
yes,
it is? Okay.
Isis Bay gets ticketed for that personal, her first. So ball out of bounds on the side.
But that is the 3rd for Arizona.
So ball out of bounds underneath. BYU as a program has made the NCAA tournament 15 total times. This 3-ball by Barber is good. And hold on a second. Did Skylar Jones pick up a foul here?
I missed that, so I'm not sure what is going on.
We'll have it.
3-point shot reviewed.
Well, the 3-point shot was good. It was not, I didn't even touch the cylinder.
No.
It was so freaking good.
Yeah, and she knew it, so let's take a look. I can't tell from that angle if her foot's on the line. From where I'm sitting, well.
Oh, that toe is behind the line.
It is behind them. That's a 3.
Yeah, Barber. Woo.
And she knew that was all net.
Yes.
And here we go.
Look at this. Was there a foul against Skylar Jones after the play? Officials have yet to clue the broadcast table in. No foul.
Arizona ball.
Arizona basketball.
A 9-point lead for the Wildcats. And the Cougars are now pressing again. And this is their 1-2-1-1 press.
Skip it over to Skylar Jones. Almost tripped herself, gets it back out to Paulina Paris, who will reset. Jada Williams on the bench. Paris had an opportunity to bounce to Cunningham, missed it, and then was awry on that pass as the turnovers continue to help BYU stay in this game. 17 turnovers that BYU has turned into 15 huge points, Joan.
Yeah, they're taking advantage. And obviously they've started making their three-point shots, and you can make up a lot of points in a hurry.
Gibb at the rim isn't going to miss from there. She has such a fantastic future ahead of her. 13 points now. Skylar Jones will shoot some more free throws as she takes a hard tumble.
It's a 7-point game. Yeah, look at Gibb. Gibb is so crafty, just smart, uses her body well. You know, and she only had 2 at halftime, and now she's up to 13. She's averages just a hair under 17. You know, and scorers find a way to score.
100%. Skylar Jones off on the free throw try. Kind of surprising as the sophomore guard out of Chicago, Illinois, does shoot 77%. She gets the roll and splits a pair. So the lead is 8. It was as big as 19, and then BYU came out of the locker room like a house on fire, outscoring Arizona 15-6 in that third quarter.
So now Arizona is at 4 fouls, and so both teams, whoever gets a foul, is going to be at the free throw line.
Gibb, triple is true.
Yes, she is a player.
She is as advertised. 16 points for her, and 14 of those have come here in the second half of play.
A 5-point game.
The margin was 4 when Arizona won in Provo back in December. Shot clock into single digits. Bay off the bounce, picks it up. Paris seeing the shot clock winding down. Off the bounce, loses the handle with 1 second on the shot clock.
Good defense there by the Cougars.
And now we'll have the officials take a look to see if that is indeed the time remaining on the shot clock, 1.2.
Yeah, look at Gibb here. She can shoot it. Really good player.
You can't go under the screen.
No.
I'm sorry. It's Delaney Gibb.
So let's see.
That's about 1.
Yeah, it's under 2.
Yeah.
It's under 2. They may give a few 1.6, 1.8, but it's under 2 seconds.
Yeah, we're talking tenths of a second at this as we have an official review led by crew chief Brian Hall. BYU looking to split the season series against Arizona. Up next, BYU will look to complete the series sweep against ASU Saturday in Provo. And BYU has a nice finish to the season. They've got 3 games left, and they don't have to get on an airplane. They've got 2 at home, and then they play their last game against Utah. So they've got ASU and Kansas, and then they're at Utah, which is in Salt Lake City. So 2 in Provo, 1 in Salt Lake City. Nice way to finish for BYU as they are looking to snag a postseason spot. Brea Cunningham doesn't get the roll. Nice inbound play out of the timeout. Opportunity to make this a 1-possession game on this possession for the Cougars. A little more than a minute to go in the game. Delaney Gibb kicks it over. Barber thought about the 3. Calvert off on the 2. And Skylar Jones comes away with the rebound.
We'll see if Arizona uses some clock here.
Jada Williams back on the floor to lead the Wildcats. A foul is called against BYU's Barber.
Well, the only good thing about that, it stops the clock. Yeah, and Arizona's fortunate they didn't get a turnover there, and I believe Barber is fouled out of the game.
He has picked up personal foul number 5. She has played one heck of a game.
Yeah, she's a good player. She's going to be very, very good down the road, and has had some very good games here for the Cougars.
Lauren Davenport checks in. Isis Bay gets the roll. The super senior co-captain from Murray, Utah, gets a pair, and that felt huge as the field goal drought continues for Arizona, and Amari Whiting wants a timeout. What is the discussion here for the Cougars, Joan? They've got possession of the basketball with 50 seconds to go.
Well, Coach Whiting is talking about a play. Now, honestly, you don't care if it's a 2 or a 3. But what they want is a pretty quick basket, I'd say, within the first 5-10 seconds. And if they can, or even get to the free throw line to stop the clock. Arizona has 3 timeouts left, so if they do gain possession by a rebound or even on a make, look for them to call timeout.
And that would be to advance the basketball.
To advance the basketball. But what Arizona doesn't want to do is get a foul here.
Arizona does have 3 games remaining after tonight at Houston on Saturday. Senior Day against Texas Tech here at McHale, and then at ASU to close out the regular season March 1st.
Yeah, Mylene Rolfe is in. So what Adia Barnes has done, put in solid defenders and people who are going to box out.
Delaney Gibb trying to get it to Calvert, and it's an and-one opportunity for Emma Calvert.
That was a really good pass and a nice shot here by Calvert. She just dumped that over her shoulder. My goodness. Yeah, that was a great pass by Gibb, and she knew Calvert was there.
So Brinley Cannon checks in as Gibb takes a seat after that beautiful dime. She's got 5 assists. And Calvert completes the 3-point play.
And as I said, now Arizona calls timeout. It's a 4-point game. Paulina Paris is going to check in here for offense. And here's Arizona's remaining schedule. This weekend they head to Houston, and then back here on Tuesday night and senior night where they host Texas Tech, and then up at ASU for their final regular season home game on March 1st, and then off in Kansas City.
And as you take a look at that remaining schedule, you see why Arizona desperately wants to win out, to impress the selection committee. Hey, we're on a win streak. Get us into March Madness. Here's the remaining schedule for BYU. They entertain Arizona State and Kansas, and then stay in the state of Utah, leaving Provo to go to Salt Lake City to face Utah on March 1st, and then off to the Big 12 tournament. And of course, if BYU were to advance to the champ game for a Sunday tilt, they would move that game to Monday to accommodate BYU's religious beliefs.
So a foul there, and that was a quick foul. So BYU was looking for a steal, didn't get it. Here's Gibb coming back in for offense.
And so Isis Bay has an opportunity to give Arizona a little bit of breathing room at the free throw line. Arizona free throwing beautifully today, making 13 of 60. This is a team that normally is below 70%. So the foul is whistled against Lauren Davenport, her first, and Bay misses her first free throw try.
Yeah, I would think that BYU has a good basket. They do call timeout here.
And this is to advance the basketball.
It's still a 2. Skylar Jones can help her team here with a couple free throws.
Brinley Cannon picking up the personal foul as Jones hits that first free throw. She's 4 of 7 from the line. She's got a dozen. Make it 13 as that rattles home. And again, 20, and they just kept fighting. Thanks in large part to the young woman with the ball in her hand, Delaney Gibb. Gibb gets it back, and she has the ball taken away. Steal number 14, and that foul will end Gibbs' day at the office. 16 points, 5 personal fouls, and Brea Cunningham can ice this thing at the stripe.
Yes, she can. This will be her first free throws, and quick hands there by the sophomore from San Diego, California. And you know, Gibb is upset. You know what that shows me? That she really loves to play and loves to compete.
I love it.
And you love players like that.
Yep. Cunningham connects on the first free throw try as Arizona has now scored 17 points at the free throw line.
And BYU does not have a timeout. We'll see who gets the rebound here.
Isis Bay tried to track it down. The ball was poked out of bounds by the Cougars. It will stay with Arizona.
Yep.
Shot clock and game clock differentiated by 7 seconds. So Lauren Swan will check back in for Arizona. I tell you what, BYU, after upsetting Oklahoma State and knocking that team out of the top 25 and playing so tough against Arizona, has shown every opponent coming up in the Big 12 tournament, you don't want our smoke. Skylar Jones brings the ball up high. Now it's all about taking time off the clock for the Wildcats. A little keep away as Jada Williams calls the play. Shot clock getting low. It's at 4. Jada Williams.
I don't think she knew how much time was left on the shot clock.
Right? Just takes that shot clock violation because according to my math, there is not an 8-point shot that BYU can put up. So that was not a bad play by Jada just to milk the clock. Time winding down for the Cougars, and that will do it. The Wildcats hold off a very feisty Cougar bunch to win 65-57. The Wildcats snap a 2-game skid